Sometimes the strangest things don't happen in movies. They happen in real life. This is a story about a mysterious disappearance, a tale that's bizarre and eerie. I had a friend named Lucas, a name that should have been familiar to many people, but somehow nobody else seemed to remember him. Not his family, not his classmates, and not even his teachers. Everyone I knew had suddenly forgotten this one person, almost as if he had been erased from reality. He was a ghost, a glitch, or maybe something worse. I couldn't shake this weird feeling that I am the only one left who remembered Lucas. Memories of our time together in high school comes flooding back, like playing badminton together, laughing as they made small bets over who would win each round. One day, the shuttlecock flew astray and fell into the basement of an abandoned dormitory dot. We didn't think twice and went in after it. It should have been a harmless adventure, except it changed everything. Imagine a dark, empty dormitory. A stale, musty smell lingered in the air, like something that had been left to rot for years. The walls were yellowed, and the air felt damp and thick with dust. We found the stairs leading down to the basement, but as they moved forward, a chill ran down the author's spine. I noticed desks piled high against the walls, and the dim light flickered ominously. Something about this place felt off, but it was too late to turn back now. As we reached the end of the basement hall, Lucas suddenly turned around. He said he'd dropped his keys and would be back in just a moment. We continued forward, thinking Lucas would catch up any a second, but he never did. And that's when things took a dark turn. As we pushed open the door at the end of the hall, we were met with a blinding light. The next thing we knew, we were outside the school, back in broad daylight. Dazed and confused, we tried to piece together what had just happened. We returned to their class and looked for Lucas, hoping to find him, laugh off this weird experience, and go on with their day. But our friend Andy stared at me in complete confusion. "Lucas? Who's Lucas?" he asked, shaking his head. Andy had no recollection of our friend. He insisted no such person had ever been in our class. I ran back to the dormitory, hoping to find some trace of Lucas. Something, anything that proved he was real, but this time the door was chained shut. The dormitory, once accessible, now looked like it had been abandoned for years. And Lucas? He was nowhere to be found. I frantically checked class rosters, old photos, even asked other teachers, but it was like Lucas had never existed. His name was gone from every record, erased from every memory, except mine. The days that followed felt like a fever dream. I felt myself slipping into doubt. Could I am losing my mind? Was Lucas real, or had I fabricated this memory? But the details, our games, Lucas's laugh, the nickname we gave him, all felt so real, so vivid. This story spread online, drawing in readers who were equally fascinated and disturbed. Some speculated that Lucas was a ghost, a glitch in the fabric of reality. Others said he might be a figment of my imagination, a product of loneliness or trauma. Then there were those who thought this might be a case of the Mandela effect, a phenomenon where people remember events differently from how we happened. But the most haunting theory, that Lucas somehow slipped into another reality, a parallel universe where he existed for only a short time before disappearing altogether. Maybe, in some other dimension, Lucas was still searching for me, wondering where he went and why he was left behind. So, was Lucas a ghost, a glitch in the system, or just a figment of I's imagination? Perhaps we'll never know, but one thing's for sure. Our memories, our reality, sometimes we are not as solid as we think.